Hello, welcome to Josefina Sienna. My name's Madison. This is Corinne Tan. I have Josefina and Sienna. They're cut off a little bit. I'm still in the process of organizing my new doll shelf. I wanted to say that this channel is intended for adult doll collectors, so if you are under the age of 19, I apologize for the inconvenience, but this channel is for doll collectors. Today I will be doing AllycatloveAG, AGTube, New Year's tag. I'm gonna call it AGTube and DollyTube tag just because I'm more than just the AG brand. I'm gonna do the outfit of the day for Corinne Tan since today is her last day. It is almost 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on New Year's Eve on 2022. So Corinne's in her meat sweater. The jeggings are from the Costco brand American Girl Truly Me line. She has the Janie and Jack riding boots. She has the cardigan from the New York Doll Collection meat outfit from Madison, as well as the purse. So the first question is, how many subscribers have you gained this past year? As of today, I have 98 subscribers and I just started my DollyTube channel February 4th, 2022. And Corinne Tan is the inspiration behind it all. I was a huge historical doll fan, and Gwen Thompson is the only girl of the year that I received, but she wasn't a main character, so Corinne is my very first girl of the year. And although I always say that Josefina and Sienna inspired me to start my YouTube channel, it was Corinne that got me back into dolls. And if you do not know, I stopped getting into American Girl right at the start of January 2010 up until February 2022, and I just remember being so upset at American Girl for considering to start retirement of the historical line. And so I got Samantha that Christmas, same with Gwen Thompson, and that was it. Because I told my mom and my grandma I can't decide between the two, and they just got me both. And I really appreciate that. And Corinne, I'm so sad that her year's ending. My friend tagged me in a Facebook post that she's the girl of the year because I recently lost my job in August of 2021 teaching English as a second language online as a freelancer for Chinese children, and I received a 4.0 that fall. So September to December of 2021, I just for fun decided to take Mandarin Chinese classes, and I was the top performing student. And it's all started with the job from China. I couldn't find a job after I graduated with my degree for a while, and teaching online now pursues me with education. So Corinne is more than just a girl of the year. For me, she got me back into dolls, but also continued in an era of life that has changed me in a way. I don't know how to describe it without sounding really weird. So I have 98 subscribers. How many videos did you post this year? So I have 36 videos and 6 shorts, and I'm in the middle of transitioning my content as well. Most of those videos were unboxing videos. Question number 3, what's your most viewed video? I feel cringe for saying this. My second video that I've ever posted on my doll channel. Does My Life As Clothing fit American Girl and Our Generation clothing? Has about 600 views on it, and I want to remake it. I'm transitioning my content. I don't like the unboxing videos that I have been putting out, but some people do. But I'm trying to also show part of me. I don't want to hide behind other people. And number 4, name 3 AGTubers you subscribed to in 2022. Now, this question is really hard because I've met so many people on YouTube, Instagram, and there's still fireworks going on. I narrowed it down to 3 as my recent favorites and kind of influenced me to change my content and show my face on here. So I really love Sew for Dolls because my channel is not just American Girl dolls, it's other brands, and she collects reborns. I'm not into reborns, but she collects our generation. And so someone like me who has other dolls outside of American Girl, it's kind of isolating because there's not really anyone else with a New York City doll. I just recently got a Jillian's Closet doll, and there's no one on YouTube with that. I have My Life As. I have a Disney Illy. My favorite My Life As is Vega. Vega has a lot of sentimental value too because she was a first My Life As doll, and it was during a time where my mother's fiance had a possible cancer scare, and he passed away in June due to surgery. So he didn't have cancer, but he passed away from complications of the surgery and recovering from that. And so you'll see Vega a lot just because I feel like she's really sentimental. My sister and I got her during that rough patch. And so I've considered wigging Vega. So the reason why her name is Vega is my mom and her fiance lived in Las Vegas, and she was shipped from Las Vegas. So that I have a lot of sentimental dolls to me. I only had 8 prior to this year, and now I'm ending the year with 26. I have a really bad problem, but most of my dolls were affordable prices. So, and number 5, what is your biggest accomplishment of 2022 on AGTube or DollyTube? My biggest accomplishment, so I posted 90% of unboxing videos of other doll brands outside of American Girl as well as American Girl. I think my most favorite video would have to be and it's one of my least viewed videos, why American Girl should make a historical Asian doll. And the reason why I like this video, and I feel like it's my most accomplished, is I did a lot of research. I watched YouTube videos, I've read articles, I've read books, and I could have done better on the video. I was dealing with my iPhone storage because I record everything from my iPhone and CapCut. And the video unfortunately had to be cut short, but I really loved filming and researching about that type of video, and I can see myself filming more content like that. It talked about the Tacoma fires against the Chinese, Seattle and San Francisco, and since Corinne was the girl of the year and she's Chinese American, I really liked how I put a lot of thought and detail. The editing wasn't the greatest, but the idea behind it and wanting to educate people more of Chinese Americans. Ivy is retired, so there is no Asian representation, and Chinese is not the only Asian representation. Kaive, the girl of the year for 2023, is also a good representation. I just think Corinne is just the start of so many new changes. And number 6, what is your favorite video? It kind of ties into number 5, and it's the Asian historical doll, just because of the research and the amount of time. I just haven't had the amount of time to film another video similar to that, and it requires a lot of research and it takes a lot of time. And I kind of want to take the approach that AG does with their research on certain topics, but I really want a doll I know I'm not in charge of the company, but I would really prefer a doll on the West Coast. We had Z Yang, we had Julie, but there's not a lot of West Coast representation. And so that's why I mentioned Seattle, Tacoma, and San Francisco. I would prefer Seattle, maybe even Portland, Oregon, because Z Yang only was available in stores for a short period of time. And when I go on Facebook Marketplace, she is snatched up in the Seattle area so quickly. I probably would never get my hands on a Z Yang, but the representation of the West Coast, because there's a lot of East Coast historical dolls. Number 7, YouTube goal in 2023. Transition my content, focus less on the unboxings and be more creative. Like my Asian historical video, I had so much fun filming that, and I had gotten into some filming slumps, filming too many unboxings, and then I got overwhelmed, and I didn't even end up filming videos of unboxing Corinne and other dolls, just because I don't want my channel to be seeming like I'm bragging in any shape or form. I got super gracious with my living costs being low, and I've had 3 bonuses in 1 year, and that's a privilege that many don't have during this time, and that's something I want to transition out of and be more creative. I want to end up sewing doll clothes, crocheting, and knitting. I don't really know how to do that. My mom and my grandma are quilters, but I'm not interested in quilting. The only way I probably would be wanting to learn to sew is doll clothes. And then knitting and crocheting, I want to knit and crochet like my own sweaters and scarves and hats. Number 8, what is your next YouTube purchase going to be? Right now, I'm having a lot of technical issues with my iPhone, and I have the iPhone 11. I also put down softbox lights because being in the Pacific Northwest, the lighting is horrendous. It's barely sunny. It is rainy out of September to May. And this year has been very, very odd with weather. Not so much. We've had some sunny days, but my house just doesn't get lighting. A camera. I would like to get a camera. I have to put off some videos and filming. Just because of iPhone storage and a new computer. My computer is a MacBook 2019. I got the lowest storage because at that time I graduated college like a month prior, and Toshiba announced that they weren't going to make any more laptops. So I frantically just got a MacBook. But with all these updates with iPhone, I have a 2018 iPad, but the camera's not really great. A 2011 iPhone, and then my MacBook. But every time there's an Apple update, it takes a significant amount of storage away, which takes away from content from you guys and how long I can record. So most of my videos, I kind of can't even edit either, because I would go in my editor of CapCut and it would say not enough phone storage. So I try to just record and just post and hoping for the best. I know that could be annoying to some people. And number 9, what will be your next doll? I put Rebecca, Claudie, and Molly, but I think the top of my list is going to be Molly. Now, before 2022, for the original 6 historical dolls, I've had everyone but Molly and Kaya. And Kaya was my first American Girl doll purchase of 2022. I haven't had a new American Girl since 2009. So Molly's gonna definitely be up there for me just because I've wanted Molly since I got Josefina. It's just my sister and I played together on the historical dolls, so I do not have Kit, I have Ruthie, and my sister has Kit. I have Felicity, but my sister has Elizabeth, and that was something we were trying to plan together. But with Molly and Emily, it just never got to be where we were both interested at the same time. And I have Samantha and she has Nellie, so it was kind of like we both had to go in and on the same mood. And the last question is, what is your biggest YouTube lesson you learned? My biggest lesson is, at first I was scared to show my face on this channel just because of May, the TikToker. So what happened was, I'm speculating a little bit, but she got dress coded a few times when she was student teaching, and I mentioned it in another video, and I can link that video down below. But May was student teaching, and I know policies and states differ, and I have a note, that's why I looked down. May was student teaching and she got expelled. And she was doing a fashion TikTok, and I think why she got dress coded so much was due to admin of whatever school she was student teaching at didn't like the fact that she had a social media. So that's why in majority of 2022 I didn't show my face. But then I came to the conclusion of not care what others think about you in judgment. I think honestly another thing I've learned is there has to be a work and outside of work balance. And if my employer doesn't appreciate my hobby, then it's just not the right employer to be with. I shouldn't have to sacrifice what I do outside of my career to enjoy myself. To determine my career, I think there has to be a balance. And your employer shouldn't be a dictator in your personal life too, because everyone's human. We're not 100% perfect all the time. So, and there are some fireworks for New Year's. Happy New Year. I'm really sad Corinne's year is over. I appreciate her a lot. I think a lot has happened in 2022, and I have never expected to be so close to 100 subscribers, and have the amount of views that I had in amount of time. I'm not monetized, but that's just a bonus to a hobby and passion of mine. And so the fact that people are even interested in such a new channel, I am truly grateful for. And you guys have a great New Year's Day, and I will see you guys next time.